Let us pray. Almighty God, who in your wisdom and goodness have appointed the offices of leaders and county assembly for the welfare of society and the just government of the people, we beseech you to behold with your abundant favor as your servants whom you've been pleased to call to the performance of the public. Assembled, and grant that we treat and consider operations in so just and faithful a manner as to promote your honor and glory and to advance the peace, prosperity, and welfare of our county and of those whose interest you have committed to our church. Amen. Clerk, can you take us through the order of the day?
Thank you, Madam Speaker and honorable members. Supplementary order paper number 294B of Wednesday, 7th May 2025 at 2:30 p.m. Order number 1, administration of oath.
Next order.
Order number 2, communication from the chair.
Next order.
Order number 3, messages.
Next order.
Order number 4, petitions.
Next order.
Order number 5, papers.
Next order. Papers. Chair budget.
Thank you.
Honorable Jagongo, are you chair budget?
Yeah, I'm representing.
Hello.
I'm representing the chair budget.
Continue.
Thank you. Thank you, Chair. Yeah, first one to the provision of orders number 222 for the standing orders. I wish to table today, Wednesday, 7th May 2025, the Kisumu County proposed annual budget estimate financial year 2025-2026.
Honorable members, I confirm receipt of the Kisumu County proposed annual budget for the budget estimates for the financial year 2025-2026. And I want to forward it to House Business to schedule it for discussion. Next order.
Order number 6, notices of motion.
Next order.
Order number 7, statements.
Yes, Honorable Billy.
Madam Speaker, I rise to request for a statement on the manner of payment and deductions of statements of community health promoters.
Honorable Billy, that doesn't sound like a personal statement, but I don't have your, had you requested for a statement beforehand?
Yeah.
Clerk? Honorable Billy, I haven't received your statement. I'm meeting it on the floor. But allow me I give you a leeway. Pursuant to standing order number 1. Go ahead.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. Madam Speaker, I rise pursuant to standing order number 41 2B to seek a comprehensive statement from the chairperson of the Committee on Labor regarding the manner in which stipends for community health promoters, the CHPs, are disbursed and the reasons for the deductions applied thereto. Honorable Speaker, it has come to the attention of this House that a number of community health promoters operating within Kisumu County have raised concerns about unexplained or irregular deductions from their quarterly stipends. These concerns have triggered public dissatisfaction and confusion about the financial mechanisms underpinning the community health strategy implementation in the county. In view of the above, I request that the chairperson furnishes this House with the following information. 1, a clarification on the legal policy and administrative framework governing the payment of stipends to community health promoters in Kisumu County. Number 2, a detailed breakdown of the monthly stipend amount allocated to CHPs and the agency or department responsible for its disbursement. Number 3, an explanation of the nature, percentage, and legal basis of all deductions made from the CHP stipends, including whether such deductions are statutory, policy-driven, or administrative in nature. Number 4, information on whether the payment of stipends has been consistent across all wards and sub-counties, and if not, the reasons for the disparities. Number 5, evidence of whether CHPs were adequately informed or consulted before the deductions were effected, and whether consent was obtained where required. Number 6, measures being undertaken to resolve the concern raised, ensure timely and full payment of stipends, and improve the transparency and fairness of the payment process. Number 7, steps taken by the County Department of Health to monitor and audit the payments and deductions to ensure accountability and compliance with public finance laws. This matter bears significantly the morale and welfare of community health promoters who play a vital role in grassroots health delivery and universal health coverage. A clear and transparent response will ensure accountability and foster trust in the county government health programs. Thank you, Madam Speaker.
Honorable members, Honorable Member for Kobura Ward is seeking a statement from the chairperson Labor. A statement on the matter of payment of and deduction of stipends of community health work promoters. I believe this statement ought to have been directed to the Committee of Health. Matter of community health workers lies squarely in health department, and that data lies with the health. So I don't think the Committee of Labor is well suited to handle this statement. The issue of stipends lies in the docket of health and sanitation. So I want to direct that this statement be referred to the Committee of Health. What is your point of order, Honorable Benio Ikopete? Matters wages.
If that is what the statement refers to majorly, then the presenter of the motion is right to have referred it to the Committee of Labor. This is not the first time the matter of community health workers has come up in this house in regard to their wages.
Honorable Benio Ikopete, the prayers of the statement seeker are 4, and not 4 actually, there are 7, and is seeking legal policy and administrative framework governing payment of stipends and community health workers. That is a mandate of the Health Committee. The breakdown of monthly stipend amounts to CHVs, an explanation of the nature, percentage, and legal basis that could lie in the Committee of Labor. Whether they were consulted, that health alone could tell. So, evidence of whether the community health workers or promoters were adequately informed or consulted. That Honorable Okoyo order. And measures raised to resolve concerns of the community health promoters. Majorly, most of these concerns are well dealt with in the Committee of Health. But since some of the prayers order. Most of these prayers touches on health, but a few, 3 or so, also involves labor. I want to direct that this matter be jointly handled by health and labor. Thank you. Next order. Order. Honorable Chairs, I can see the Honorable Chair Labor and Honorable Chair Health are here. This matter should be resolved within 3 weeks. So you bring back a report to the House in a period of 21 days. Next order. Honorable Next order.
Commencement of business. Order number 8. Motion, adoption of the report of PIC Committee on the examination of the report of the Auditor General on the financial statements of Kisumu Water and Sewerage Company, that's Kwasco, financial year 2023-2024, by Honorable Kennedy Uko.
Yes, Honorable Chair PIC Park.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. On behalf of the Public Accounts and Investment Committee, PICPAC, and pursuant to this Kisumu County Assembly Standing Orders 188, I wish to present to this House the report of the Committee on the audited financial statement of Kisumu Water and Sanitation Company Limited for the financial year 2023-2024. Kisumu Water and Sanitation Company Limited, Kiwasco, is a county government entity mandated to provide adequate and safe water as well as to collect, treat, and dispose of wastewater within the jurisdictions of Kisumu City. As a public entity under the Kisumu County government, WASCO is subjected to audit by the Office of the Auditor General pursuant to the Article 229 4B of the Constitution of Kenya 2010. The Public Accounts and Investment Committee is the watchdog committee that examines Auditor General's report laid before the House to ensure probity, efficiency, effectiveness in the use of public resources. The committee is established pursuant to Standing Order 188 to examine the accounts showing appropriation of sums voted by the House to meet public expenditure and of such other accounts laid before the House as the committee may think fit. This ensures implementation of Article 229(8) of the Constitution of Kenya 2010 on report submitted to this House by the Office of the Auditor General. The opinion of the Auditor General was qualified, implying that except for a few issues, the financial statement presented a true and a fair view of the financial position of the entity. One key observation is that the financial statement did not include a provision for bad and doubtful debts, despite the fact that customer debts totaling to Kenya shillings 137,575,618 shillings, representing 47% of the total receivable, and remained uncollected for over 180 days. Although the company has made effort to recover these long outstanding debts, particularly from national and county government institutions, and has provided sample follow-up correspondence as evidence, the debt remains unpaid. The debts remain unpaid as at time of the audit. The committee has recommended for the development and implementation of a robust debt collection policy incorporating regular review, structured follow-up, and clear escalations procedures for long outstanding debts. The committee also noted that payable amounting to Kenya shillings 37,522,288, that is the pending bills, were over 1 year old, contrary to National Treasury Circular number 10/2020 on the prioritization of pending bills. This payable mainly relate to accrued payment to the Water Service Regulatory Board and Lake Victoria South Water Development Agency during the COVID-19 period. The committee has recommended to the management to come up with a clear strategy to settle the outstanding payable within a stipulated timeline to prevent future accumulations. During financial year 2023-2024, non-revenue water stood at 37% of total production, exceeding the 25% threshold set by Water Service Regulatory Board. The management attributed this to a number of factors: vandalism and breakage of pipes network due to ongoing construction projects, theft of water meters, widespread tampering or mishandling of meters, illegal connections and the registration of faulty meters, non-compliance consumer practices, dilapidated infrastructure leading to major bursts, leaks, and way leave challenges, and a high incident of breaks on last mile connections. The Auditor General also reported that out of 298 employees, 252, that is 85%, were from the dominant ethnic community, contrary to Section 7(2) of the National Cohesion and Integration Act 2018, which limits representation from one ethnic group to 1/3 in public institutions. Additionally, the workforce was gender imbalanced, with 226 workers, that is 76% male, and 72 workers, that is 24% female employees, breaching the 2/3 gender rule outlined in the Public Service Commission Human Resource Policies and Procurement Procedure Manual 2020 Procedure Manual of 2015. The committee has recommended that future recruitment must be conducted with a deliberate effort to enhance ethnic diversity and reflect the national values of inclusivity and cohesion. The committee has thoroughly examined the above issues and has put forward a series of well-considered recommendations aimed at enabling Kiwasco to address the identified challenges and enhance its capacity to effectively fulfill its mandate. Honorable Speaker, I now wish to register my appreciation to the following to fellow honorable members of the committee, the Office of the Speaker, the Clerk of the Assembly, Committee Secretariat, and the Office of the Auditor General for facilitation and technical support that made the production of this report possible. Honorable Speaker, on behalf of the Public Accounts and Investment Committee, I now wish to present the report on the consideration of the Auditor General's report on financial statement of Kiwasco for the financial year 2023-2024. Honorable Speaker, I hereby request that.
Go ahead.
I hereby request this House to adopt this report of the Public Accounts and Investment Committee on the consideration of the Auditor General's report on the financial statement of Kisumu Water and Sanitation Company Limited for the year ended 30th June 2024. May I call upon Honorable Nyauke to second?
Yes, Honorable Nyauke.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. Madam Speaker, I wish to first thank the committee for a good and insightful report that they have given to us. And Madam Speaker.
Point of order, Madam Speaker.
What is your point of order, Honorable Samuel?
By the name of this out, Madam Speaker, we found that yesterday you didn't allow other members to second the...
Order. You're standing on a point of order. Which standing order are you raising on,
Madam
Honorable?
Speaker, under standing order number 89, statement of facts.
What is the relevance between statement of facts and the statement and the order you're standing on?
Yes, Madam Speaker.
What is the correlation?
Madam Speaker, in the
Order.
in standing order...
Order, Honorable Samuel Dede. Honorable Nyauke has been asked to second the motion. What facts do you want Honorable Nyauke to state in this matter?
Thank you, Madam Speaker. I wanted him to state that if he is really a member of the committee, if he appended the signature...
Honorable Samuel Dede, this is a document of the House. It is not a document of the PICPA committee. Continue, Honorable Nyauke. Order, Honorable Benyo Ikopete.
Thank you.
Order.
Thank you, Madam
Order,
Speaker.
Order, Honorable Benyo Ikopete. Order.
I wish to...
Order, Honorable Benyo Ikopete. Order.
Thank you, Madam Speaker, for your firm control of the House, Madam Speaker. Madam Speaker, let me proceed by... I was just saying...
Madam Speaker...
Honorable, you are becoming disorderly. Sergeants of order, Sergeant Atam, can you escort Honorable Dede outside the chamber? Escort Honorable Dede outside the chamber. Sergeant Atams, can you escort Honorable Samuel Dede out of the chamber? Honorable Dede, can you get out of the chamber? Honorable Nyauke, can you continue?
Thank you, Madam Speaker, for being firm on this is the House of seat. Madam Speaker, I was just putting across that this particular report is having a lot of insight, and I was already giving my appreciation to the committee on the job well done. There are issues, Madam Speaker, that have been given and have been recommended in this report, which I believe the implementation committee is going to take with a lot of seriousness, Madam Speaker. Particularly, there is one note that the committee noted, some observation in the report, that in the audit report of the previous year, several issues were raised under the report on the financial statement and report of lawfulness and effectiveness in the use of public resources. However, the management had not resolved some of these issues, like non-revenue water issues at 30th June 2024. Madam Speaker, these are very vital information that are contained in this report, that if adopted, we will be able to make sure that all those issues that have been contained in this report will have taken care of, Madam Speaker. Madam Speaker, there is also another important point that has also been noted by the committee, and that is the non-compliance with the law and ethics and gender composition. Madam Speaker, in as much as they have tried to meet the standard as required by law, but there are certain issues that is still remaining pending. Madam Speaker, if you look at the gender balance, particularly in terms of recruitment, the committee has elaborated here in this particular report, and this one will actually inform the future employment by this entity to make sure that the gender balance is properly considered. As such, Madam Speaker, I stand to second. Thank you, Madam Speaker.
Honorable members, a motion of adoption of the PICPAC report on the examination on the report of the Director General on the financial statements of Kisumu Water and Sewerage Company Limited for the year ended 30th June 2024 has been moved and seconded. I therefore want to propose that the motion be open for discussion. And honorable members, when a document has been laid and adopted by the House, it becomes a document of the House. Issues that were raised yesterday were raised because Honorable James Omolo is a member of the committee and did not sign. So the question was whether he did not sign because he was not agreeing with the report. But it is not that he was being denied a chance to second because he was not there. So kindly get a clear picture of the two. This report is a document of the House and has been properly seconded. Honorable members, the floor is open for debate. Honorable member representing Central Seme Ward.
Yeah, thank you, Madam Speaker. Madam Speaker, I rise to support the motion on the floor of the House and the audited reports of Kewasco. My attention is drawn to the long outstanding debts, Madam Speaker, that was observed by the Auditor General. I look at the observation on the outstanding debts of under 3.1. 137,575,618 in respect to customer debts. And when I look at it going down, it says that the long outstanding debts coming from the national government and the county government, Madam Speaker. Madam Speaker, this company, we've seen that it's performing very well, but this long outstanding debts is going to cripple the company because you look at their debt strategy, the Auditor General is and the committee recommendations and the observations. They are saying that there's no provision for preparation of debt collections. So my worry is that, yes, the company is doing all that it can, but the matter of resolving this debt amounting 137 million can in future cripple the company. But I stand to support the recommendations and the observation of the committee, and I would support that this motion is adopted. Thank you, Madam Speaker.
Olajumbo. Yes, Honorable James Omola.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. Madam Speaker, allow me also to commend the committee for the work they have done. The Auditor General did really highlight some of the issues which the committee recommended to be perfected in the near future. And Madam Speaker, consistently, UASCO has been trying on these audit queries, I think for the last few years. And they are of course on course, but they are still not yet there, especially in matters gender balancing of the recruitment and also in terms of those who are non-natives. That is one of the things which have been coming up all the time, even this time around it came out. But overall, in terms of non-revenue water, that is still a big challenge for Kiwasco. And I think committee highlighted the same on this document. And I think it is something they should really now take care of, because as they have non-metered waters or non-revenue water, it will cripple the company in the near future. So this is one of the incidents that really need to be taken care of with the company and gotten rid of. Madam Speaker, overall in this county, in terms of water provision, I think everyone can attest to it. Some few years back, like 10 years ago, it was not really where it should be. But right now, at least they have tried. Thank you, Madam Speaker.
Thank you, Honorable James Omolo. Honorable Warindo.
Thank you so much, Madam Speaker, for the opportunity. Let me take this first opportunity to congratulate and the committee for a job well done, and also to commend the management of the Kiwasco for the good work that they have been doing as an entity of the county government. I think of course it's one of the entities of the county governments that have been giving us a qualified opinion when it comes to audit issues, and how I wish that other entities can also learn from the management of Kiwasco on how to run their institutions. Madam Speaker, there are only some few gaps that I would want to dwell on. The first one is the ethnic imbalance when it comes to employment opportunities. And for this, we've been having issues with the audits, because you cannot force other people up outside the dominant ethnic group to apply for the job opportunities that are being offered by the Kiwasco. And it's my plea that when the opportunities avail themselves in the institutions, we can also encourage the other ethnic communities other people from other ethnic communities to apply. And I want to believe that it's always on a quality basis where someone who is qualified, that is the person who will be given the opportunity to serve. On non-revenue water, the rate is too high compared to the standard rate that is expected, and we believe and expect the institution to really deal with this so that we avoid the losses that are arising from non-revenue water. And I was also surprised with why the institution failed to give the provision for bad debts in their books of accounts. I believe they have qualified accountants that are able to handle this effectively, and we expect that come next year or in the next audit process, all of these gaps that have been identified will be rectified. Thank you, Madam Speaker, and I support the motion.
Thank you, Honorable Warindo. Honorable Benny Oiko Pitt, member representing Kabonyo Kanyagwal Ward.
Madam Speaker, when I wanted to stand up at first, I was not getting what Honorable Dede was saying, but I had a matter to chew with the chairman. Madam Speaker, when a member wants to air a matter in this house, let him be given the
order. Honorable Benny Oiko Pitt.
The order is taken. Madam Speaker.
Continue.
I'm going on. What I wanted to raise, the chairman only read the chairperson's forward, and then he finished. I was keenly following him. I thought he wanted to go into details on the report, to tell us why the report is a qualified one. He never mentioned that. See, he never interrogated the report the way a chairman would have been expected to do before the House. That's what I wanted to raise. And if I'm lying, go to the Hansard report. You will find it's the chairman's forward, that he read from page 4 to page 5. That's what I wanted to raise. A chairman should interrogate the report and tell the House that he is in agreement with the report or otherwise. But that one being said, Madam Speaker.
Honorable Benny.
Yes, Madam Speaker.
That is why the report is shared much earlier than the time of the debate, so that it is not the duty of the chairman to interrogate the report. It is his report. So it is the duty of the honorable members to interrogate the report and see whether what the chairman is reporting has value.
Madam Speaker.
It was an agreement that the reports be shared, you interrogate, the chairman reads the forward, and it has been done here over and over. I don't know why you are complaining today, but I believe Honorable Ouko has taken note of your concern. Kindly continue.
Because I've been following him keenly all along. It is only today that he didn't do what I'm raising. So, Madam Speaker, this is a report of Kisumu Water Sanitation Company, a Kisumu County government parastatal. Several reports have been brought in this house, Madam Speaker. And when we reflect on the reports that have been tabled in this house, this is a company that is doing business. Though it is being said that it is a non-profit making company, it is expected to make some surplus or to have deficit by the end of the financial year. And on the records that have been presented in this house, Madam Speaker, the surplus, which is the deficit, presented by this company in this house is very minimal. One question, when there will be a major breakdown, how will this company survive? Because I remember the previous records, you will find a surplus of 5 million, 8 million. And this is a company that deals with heavy machines. That needs good money to sustain itself. Kiwasco needs to be investigated further on its finances. And we also know that it gets a lot of donor funding to improve its services to the people. But when it comes to the financial record, we don't see the surplus. Like when we go to page 12, non-revenue water, we are being told that the total production of water is 11,918,711 cubic meters of water. Which if all this water was sold, Kiwasco was supposed to get 1,668,615,540. But Kiwasco only billed 7,504,621. About 4.4 billion cubic meters of water was a non-revenue water. That is water that went to waste. And we are being told here that water that went to waste is 37%. And that measures should be taken to correct this has been given in the report year after year. And the reasons why that is happening is also given year after year. Why is Kiwasco finding it difficult to correct this mess? That's one big question. Because they know the reasons why that happens. Why don't they fix this? Another matter, Madam Speaker, we are being told of the income of Kiwasco, and we are not being told the expenditure. We are not being told expenditure. So whether this organization made some profit, which is surplus, or was in deficit, we don't know. The expenditure is not tabulated here. Is this intentional? And what was the position of the auditor on this? Did the auditor mention anything on the income and the expenditure? Or the audit office also left it hanging? If that is a kind of report that is being brought to this house, Madam Speaker, then how will we know that this company is doing good work? We will not know. There is now something we will say. Was it hidden from the audit report, or it is the committee that had an oversight over this report? Because in the financial report, if it is not indicated whether profit was made, which in this case is surplus, or there was deficit, that is a big blow to the financial report. It must be known whether there was profit or there was none. So, Madam Speaker, with those few remarks, I will say Kiwasco needs further auditing, and the management must be told that there's something amiss with their financial record. And the Office of the Auditor General should also know that if this is a kind of report brought to the Assembly to pass, then the work is blow past. Let us get the accurate financial record that shows there is a surplus, there is deficit, the total expenditure was this, then we shall be in a position to know the true position of Kiwasco financially. I so submit.
Thank you, honorable members. Indeed, Honorable Benio Ikopete is very right. And I also agree that the recommendations needed to be to carry the weight of the observation, but the report had tended Order.
Point of order, Madam.
Order. I'm allowed to give guidance. I'm giving guidance.
Madam
Honorable.
Speaker, are you debating
Order.
or you are guiding
I'm
us?
giving guidance.
You should tell us you are guiding us instead of debating as well. I
I'm
think you are the
guiding the
chair.
house,
You
Honorable.
don't need to give us recommendation.
Honorable God, do you want to go out of this house?
You can only guide us, but you can't dictate to us.
Honorable God, I'm giving guidance to the house.
I don't think you should be debating as a speaker. When we are
Sergeant at
discussing.
arms, can you escort Honorable God outside the chamber? Honorable members, kindly escort Honorable God outside the chamber. Honorable members, the guidance that I'm giving is that we need to make both administrative and political recommendations to give our report some teeth to bite in some matters. Honorable Komudo.
Many thanks, Honorable Madam Speaker. Again, to my colleagues, a big thank you. Going by the mood of the House, may I call the mover to reply?
Yes, Honorable Chair Pickpack.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. Madam Speaker, may I take this opportunity to reply that while doing my report, I want to read somewhere here. The opinion of the Auditor General was qualified, implying that, except for a few issues, the financial statement presented a true and a fair view of the financial position of the entity. Madam Speaker, we are guided by the principles of law. Madam Speaker, Constitution of Kenya 2010, Article 229, 4 of the Constitution of Kenya requires that the Office of the Auditor General, within a period of 6 months after the end of each financial year, to audit and report in respect of that financial year. Madam Speaker, with the PICPAC committee, we deal with annual reports. But when somebody wants to know more about quarterly reports from these entities, he or she should make an effort of attending the finance committee sittings so that they be acquainted with the matters concerning quarterly reports. Madam Speaker, truly, by the time we got into this assembly, the auditor's opinion of Kiwasco was adverse. And now it is qualified. The fact that it is qualified does not mean that it is clean. It has some issues. But comparatively with some other auditor's opinion, it is better. At least you can find something to talk about on such kind of financial matters. Madam Speaker, this financial statement is brought to the Assembly by the Office of the Auditor General. Our work is to examine and do some other things, but we don't dictate the content of what is to be brought to the Assembly. Further into that, if there's anybody who feel that we don't have proper recommendations, the standing orders of the House allows for amendments. He should or he or she should come with an amendment to the House so that we do the amendment. But failure to bring an amendment and accusing the committee, it means that kind of person is also failing in his duty. Thank you, Madam Speaker. I beg to reply.
Honorable members, a motion of adoption of the PICPAC report on the examination of the report of the Auditor General on the financial statements of Kisumu Water and Sanitation Company Limited for the year ended 30th June 2024 was moved, seconded, and has been sufficiently debated upon. I therefore want to put a question of adoption that may as many of the people that this report be adopted say aye. May as many according to opinion say nay. The ayes have it. And the report, the motion of adoption of a report of the PICPAC committee on the examination of the report of the Auditor General on financial statements of Kisumu Water and Sanitation Company Limited for the year ended 30th June 2024 is hereby adopted by the House today, Wednesday, today 7th May 2025 at 15:25 hours. And I want to direct that the report, together with the Hansard, be prepared and forward to the relevant authorities for necessary action. Next order.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. The business of the day is fully exhausted.
Honorable members, there being no any other business, the House stands adjourned until tomorrow, Thursday, 8th May 2025 at 2:30 p.m.